Welcome to Rockit Garage, and on this episode it's going to be a little bit different because I built myself a bonus room or a man cave or a addition or a barndominium or whatever you want to call it. Recently I did a video about making the shop, getting the concrete poured, putting the lift in, building this wall and all that, but there's another half to this barn that I don't really show anybody, and that is, well, obviously the front half of this barn. But the point of this video is me, my dad, my girlfriend, and a couple friends, pretty much, and my mom, pretty much built this entire thing in like 5 months, I think. And I mean, it's still not done, but for the most part, it's done. So this entire video is just gonna be about dismantling the old structure and then building this addition. I don't know what you would call it, a barndominium man cave or whatever. That's what the rest of this clips added up together is going to be. And I think it's really cool. And if you're thinking about doing something like this and you think you can't do it, I'm gonna tell you right now you can. I don't do woodwork. I've never done construction as far as building a house. So if I can do it, you can. Got this cleared out. Tearing apart the old tool room. Clear all this. Fixing all the wiring in the place. Got the window knocked out. Got this room cleared out. I had all my parts in here. It's a big nice little room. Teardown's going pretty good. Just trying to get all the easy stuff before we start tearing the ceiling. Gotta pull all the wall panelings down. And pretty much rebuild all the like non-load bearing walls. And then put it all back together. So we should have this torn apart this weekend. Hopefully.
God.
A lesson learned, since this was really my first construction project. I should have just stripped everything down to the bare minimum and just started fresh, started over, because after a few months of trying to save what I could, I ended up essentially replacing everything, or at least redoing the engineering side of how it was built. So, lesson learned, I know for next time. Here's what we got done on, I think this is the first weekend. Pretty much got everything stripped out, down to the studs, and I left all of those 4x4s and 4x6s standing. Everything else came down eventually. This is from the back, and I mean it's looking better than it did. So I'm glad we stripped everything and didn't just cover it because there was so much rat poop. This is us just trying to clear everything out, all the dust. It was so dusty. Actually, my dad got sick, and I felt really bad because, yeah, it was a lot of rat poop, a lot of dead mice and I think there was a dead cat behind one of the walls. It was pretty gross, but I'm surprised I didn't get sick with how much dust we were blowing around. So, the stuff I do know about construction is very minimal, but I have the internet. We're gonna do a base plate right here. 63 1/8. Mark it on our treated lumber. Now in my head, I'd really like to fix the roof first, but that's all being held up by like 2 nails, and I'd rather have some of this squared away and a little bit more sound so all this electrical stuff doesn't fall on our heads and burn us to the ground. So we're going to start with this wall, probably this outer wall, and then work our way around. And then I'm going to have to tear down the ceiling joists. That was weird. Perfect. The first load of 2x4s. We're gonna actually start building some walls here. Trying to get the layout of essentially what the room is gonna look like. Just cutting everything to where I think it is. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I think it turned out okay. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Why are you trying to put the king studs up and the header and everything? Build the wall on the ground and then stand it up. Well, I'm trying to, but everything is a little off. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that this main structure will go in and out. And then I'll lay it down and put all the studs in it. I just wanted to make sure it fits and that my theory is correct on how straight this place is. So actually looks really good. Happy with that. Finally assembling the first wall. I'm putting all the studs in, and the bottom plate is treated so it doesn't rot on that concrete. Again, hindsight 2020, I probably should have just took that 4x4 out and made the whole wall one piece. It would have been straighter than it came out, but I did the best I could, okay? Everything is kind of 16 on center. Where they didn't really match up, I just put it where I wanted it to because it's my building, so I could do what I want. That was the header panel for the entire ceiling. So we're gonna redo that. More gooder. This was actually a lot of fun, to be honest. I've always wanted to build something on my own, and I guess you could say this is the first try at it, and I'm pretty proud of myself, and also I learned a lot. This is the first of 2 windows, so I'm framing the header right there. I'll have 2 dogs if that panel falls on you.
Bug, come here. It does not want to come down, does it?
So we're beginning to sheet the back walls with OSB, and I started using the original OSB we took down, and then that stuff was kind of gross, so I ended up buying a stack. And yeah, after this wall, I just went and bought new stuff. I did not like it. And then 2x12 is going to run the load bearing side because I'm going to take that 4x4 out to make the middle of the room way bigger. Probably supposed to use nails, but it ain't a floor joist. Oh, it's getting hot in here now that it's closed in. This is just a walk around of essentially most of the room sheeted, the window in, and some of the electrical ran. My dad was doing the hard wiring and I was running the wire. Door header, rafters, more lumber. All right, this is everything we got done so far. The bonus room apartment thingy is coming along. Most of the outside is sheeted. Almost all the structure's done. Still gotta go do the kitchenette area and the washroom and all that. But all this is screwed together, nailed together. All the boards are up. There's some gaps and stuff we got to fill in. Got most of the electrical ran. Nothing's powered. Just ran all the electrical. Started spray foaming. Any holes and big cracks, still got to backfill this panel up under there. Looks pretty good. Got to cut some of the foam off. But now we're going to be moving on to insulation, which I bought 20 rolls. And it should do the majority of what we've got done so far. Got some more sheeting right here. This sheeting is going to be for this part of the roof and some of that over there. But otherwise, all the walls are anchored, screwed in, like I said. Time to get the insulation and this door put in, and then we can throw a window unit in here. That'll be nice and chilly. I honestly don't know how my dad does this in shorts and short sleeves, because I was itching like crazy. So I had to put a long sleeve and pants on because I don't know. I guess I'm more allergic or whatever you want to call it to the insulation. That was awful. This is another learning experience for me. I've never put drywall up. I've patched it before, but never big sheets, so I learned some stuff. That's all I'll say. Paint time. This was a mix between Amanda's color choice and my color choice, and I think it looks pretty cool. And you can see on this back wall, we blocked it off. There's supposed to be more room back there, but let's be honest, I'm out of money, and I wanted to get this thing walled up so that the air conditioning can run. We'll extend it later. So you may have noticed in the rest of this video is there used to be horse stalls all the way down. I mean, this whole thing used to be a horse barn. Now the back half is shop and the front half is more of just storage for my stuff that I either drive or I'm waiting to work on. Anyways, we tore down all of these stalls so we can get my truck in here and chicken feed and mower and stuff. So there's my new air compressor because my old one exploded. But this is going to be like a sanitary room or something. I'm going to get it concreted, but there's going to be shelving in here for all of the cars that I'm working on. There'll be parts in here. That way they're not in the shop taking up room. Like I said, storage. And then I left this for my Porsche and then more storage. So the nice thing about this front being mostly open now is I essentially have another 4-car garage that I could park stuff in, get it out of the rain and the snow. I like it. It pretty much does everything I need to. And I think that's about it for building this barndominium thing. I don't know what you would call it. It's not done. Everything that I didn't record, we finished drywall, we finished painting, and then I just threw the TV and all the stuff like video games and office stuff so I can at least have a little bit of shop going on. Mainly drink beer and have fun. I don't know. I like being out in the shop, so I don't really go in the house that often. So it's nice to have this barn. I don't know what to call it. It's not a barndominium. It's not a house. It's just a shop. It's a man cave. It's a man cave shop. I don't know. Whatever. Call it whatever you want. I don't know how I'm going to title this video, but man cave? I think man cave. That works. Anyways, that's pretty much it. We are going to eventually side this just to make it look like a barn, but that's way down the line. I think that's going to be it for this video. If you're on the fence about trying to build your own man cave or even build your own house for that matter, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. But I'm going to tell you, you can if you want to. I have no experience in this, and this is kind of what we have. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe and commenting. And hopefully we will be working on some of these this year. Trying to get back on this truck. There's more cars out in the yard that I want to get to, but I've got to finish the things that I have already. My plate is full. And now back to the regular scheduled programming. More El Camino and more LTD stuff. Got more videos coming out, so stay tuned.